All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Chihayafuru, Season 2, Episode 12.
Okay.
Chihaya, are you ready to slug it out with the person who competed for the spot to challenge the queen?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah, she seems confident coming in here. Her team is confident in her.
They're not changing up their position to face you guys at all.
Not in the slightest
Bring
bit.
it. Yeah.
That's intimidating.
Yep.
That's basically saying, yeah, we might be in the semifinals right now. This might be a big deal, but you know what?
Who cares?
It's good. It's more reps for our goddess alongside us here.
Yeah, this is all just part of our protagonist journey as we go to become the very best like no one ever was.
Right.
Oh, you're here too? Okay,
Oh,
cool.
that's nice.
Well,
Yeah,
we'll
yeah.
high five you, as you leave, right?
Right. It's the Tatakoi, from Hinata, like bring it. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
And that's it.
I think Chihaya vibes with that. I think that is definitely a temperament that is conducive to her playing style.
Right, and yet just because they're they have a very clear ace in that regard doesn't mean that the other players are necessarily going to be
Any pushovers either.
Pushovers, right?
Yeah,
Because they're alongside
Exactly.
this teammate as
So,
well.
but hey, give it your best. What's the worst that could happen?
Yeah.
You
So
know?
y'all, without further ado, let's get into this.
The outcome of this game is nothing.
And
it's all
also-
about your own improvement.
Yeah, in a lot of ways, by them doing the same thing, shows that their mental game is strong.
Yeah, that could be a level of like intimidation for their team.
明石第一女子高校のオーダーを読み上げます。
計算通りすぎて悲しい。決勝に備えているのか、縁を舐めてるのか。
The heart,
エースの
though.
実力に
Damn.
絶対の自信があるのか。
Ooh, I feel like I'm in a match
Karuta
for
room.
Karuta.
Yeah.
Yo, we are in the heat wave right now, and
Yep.
it is rough.
You just sweat it out.
Right?
Yeah.
I have my shirt ready for the mental game, just to remind myself every time I see myself in the camera. Damn. As an episode title, it's pretty sick. But
Yep.
imagine if that was the line someone did like before they were about to like stay in a battlefield.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
No sign of summer left here, but those who bathe here. But there's no water.
I wasn't
No,
talking
I wasn't
about
talking about
water.
water.
Yeah.
藤崎とやないよ。こっちこっち。え？
Oh my god.
そっか。
Oh, yeah. We're still here.
She literally wasn't even thinking about you guys.
間違うか。
決勝でもええのにな。
Wow. That was intentional.
But sometimes when someone's that good, they just don't think about how badly they're smack talking another team.
僕らのアイドル。僕らの出会いは
Yes. Yep. Yep. Their anthem.
明石第一女子の文化祭。
Of course.
このタイミングで。
What?
And why are
What?
these people getting the flashback?
隣の男子校の写真部で。
At the neighboring boys' school. You guys are stalkers.
ひどいな。よかったらうちの部のデモンストレーション取っていく？
Oh my gosh, yes. That
Love
makes
struck
sense.
just like that.
Well, to showcase Karuta more.
Right,
It's for
exactly.
the sport,
Yep.
All the dynamic action shots probably look really
yeah.
good too.
And well dressed up real nice.
うまい。
Fantastic.
また取りに来てな。また消してあげるから。
So that's how she can basically drum up like buzz.
どうした森氏。
その画像はメグムタンの去年の大会の写
I've
真じゃ
held
ないか。
on to it.
まさかお主サルベージを。卑怯。
I swapped out the SIM cards.
止めるメグムタンの奇跡。本当に消去してどうする？お主たちは気づかぬか。メグムタンの変化。
Are we gonna get some very relevant exposition about her playstyle?
今年若宮忍とクイーン戦を戦うのは普通の同世代の子には負けないだろう。
強いんだって。秋に見た大坂さんは柔軟に相手の動きを見るカルタ。
Okay.
kind of taking stock of who they are and what they do.
Yeah.
みんながくれたチャンス
Yeah, this is like a free 1v1 practice match in a lot of ways.
Oh yeah, this is a lesson.
Yeah.
一人でどんなに
It's
頑
not
張ったっ
about
て
whether or
こら
not
れ
you
ない
win.
5人で並ぶ近江神宮の畳
That's right. And there's 20 of you here that all worked hard to get here. That's right. Chihaya can look, stare you down. Sick.
Damn.
去年のクイーン戦予選の時より格段に早く
一枚一枚
店頭でもスタメンの実力でも明石女子有利それより見るべきは
Everyone shifted. Everyone shifted, looking to the other match in
Yeah.
one just moment there.
Yeah, just from that first card.
But not him. Yeah.
Ah,
今日は東京代表の友人の応援です
sure.
それを停止する
And now this guy's like, well, I guess I have to watch then.
やはり北欧
No,
No.
no, he's not.
来ることができなかった全国の舞台全国の経験があるのは今年は 1,2 年を連れてくることができた
Oh yeah.
藤崎は全員3年来年は怖くない頑張れ
Tough matchup either way.
Mm-hmm.
藤崎の桜沢先生は怖い
大阪さんは注目株だし
もちろんや桜沢先生
お静かに願います
いいわねはい
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh. Another player.
Interesting.
淡路なんて攻めにくい札を
Yeah.
山が当たっただけ場に1枚しかない矢の札を送られた狙ってくる
Hmm.
はい
Yeah. I'm shifting over to this match here. All right. We got some strategy going on here. Did she guess a little bit on the first one?
大丈夫
Yeah, it's a
まだ序
50-50.
盤まず1枚
Good calm.
One at a time.
Focus.
場に1枚しかない死の札
She keeps sending one syllables?
見た目よりずっと気の強いカルタを取ることだ綾瀬が敵陣で攻めたい札それが自陣にあることで
That's terrifying. Just being like, oh yeah, these ones that where speed is the biggest factor, I'll give them to you.
攻め込まれる気持ちになる
Whoa. But in a lot of ways, head empty only Karuta
Oh yeah,
Chi-
this is a perfect
Chihaya
matchup for Chihaya.
would probably just groove with it, you know?
Oh yeah.
ポイントは8巻き次に作るべきは8巻き
Ah.
本気出したら優勝なんて朝飯前だ
何入れてんの
Shh.
真剣勝負を1日3試合も4試合も
Yeah.
I'll exhaust
俺でも
anyone.
立ったまま寝そうになるんだ予選から4試合目で体力的に一番不安があるのは
Sure,
先輩
sure.
2枚差の僅差
Oh,
の
She
yes.
played the longest matches.
最後まで諦めず戦って
And when it's that close, you'll be really just doing whatever you can to close the gap.
駒野先輩は初戦が
Right,
いき
so
なり準
his is
決
a
勝だし
different thing where he's not
Right.
綾瀬先輩
he's
は
not
相手
loose.
のエースをぶつけられて練習されてる
But it could be an advantage in a different kind of way.
兄ちゃんがエースとしてみんなを引っ張って準決勝まで来たぞ優勝目前だ
He lied as easily as he breathed.
Yep.
Oh no.
Not even
I
on-
can't take a
したこと
picture.
にしようかな
Yeah, there you go.
Sure.
There you go. Yeah.
千早ちゃん苦しい時の右下段、何が何でも右下段
みんな名前チェックだよ大阪めぐむだったら OK 目はきっと得意
Nice. What happened?
Practically before the card was even, like, any sound was even said.
ポイントだった巡り相手
取れなかった
めぐむ先輩が目を取り逃すはずない
Yeah.
敵陣右下段の狙ってた札が狙った瞬間出たのに
Don't psych yourself out. Like, it was her best card, and it was also in the easiest spot for her to take.
あの予選の日よりもっともっと速さを磨いた
Oh. Oh shit. Wait, I haven't.
それうちの札
うちのも目が3枚っておかしくない
あれ
I have a theory. I have a theory of something,
Yeah.
something weird going on.
多分も伝統はあったが大して強いわけやない地元の
Until
カ
she
ルタ界
came
では
along.
頑張っとった大阪も部では力を抜いとった天気は10月のクイーン戦予選西の代表は明石カルタ界
Like all that
Sure.
just accomplishment, that feeling of like, oh, wait, I did it.
に運が味方した
Right, and that was the encouragement to really like buckle down and
ビギナーズラックでここまでは来れてもクイーンへの挑戦者にはなれないよ山本由美さんが上だった
Right. So what kind of things did she incorporate into her play?
付き合うから悔しくなるくらい練習しよう
Okay.
目指そう
all right.
Let's go.
みんなで力を合わせて
Yeah.
大阪めぐむをクイーン大会に出るたびに浴びせられる
Wow.
西の代表という目線にも鍛えられた
They're so indifferent about your feelings, man, but it doesn't matter. You
Yeah.
feel those feelings.
メグムは3番を定位置にしようチームの勝ちよりメグムの経験や
Right. Right.
Yep.
That's the perspective to have for Chihaya as well. Like, all of this is just more
Sure.
practice. This is more playtime.
Yep.
よし
Oh.
やっと取れた
There's a card.
All right.
There we go.
攻める攻める
Oh.
風そよぐですね千早ちゃん
What? I'll just take in the moment here.
Yeah, it is a beautiful sight.
風そよぐ奈良の小川の夕暮れは印なりける地に豊かなこの一種が歌っているのは私たちの夏もこの一日がすべて
大江先輩4枚差でリードしてる
Whoa!
その札は風そじゃない
She's in her zen state, just
800年前風そよぐと読んだ心はとても涼やかだったはずです
Yeah, feel that refreshment.
風が聞こえるほど
Wow.
all right.
That's two.
めぐむちゃんいざ尋常に勝負
Yeah.
Right, we get to play each other. You wanted a
Okay.
little bit of queen practice, basically. Well, you
Yeah.
got a queen in training right here.
Exactly.
Very light episode, other than basically kind of setting up the emotional journey of the other team.
Right. Yeah.
I love the celebration of the poems and stuff, but it is something that I don't feel like I can, like, emotionally connect with, really.
Right. It's something that I imagine would have a lot of extra meaning if you are a Karuta player.
Right.
And if you're not, it's more of just the, hey, let's try and let you into this world a little bit.
Well, I mean, not even the world, just literally Oi's like world.
Sure,
Because
yeah.
in a lot of ways, she's the only person who actually really cares about the poems.
Yeah, that is a good point.
In a weird way, she's kind of like the fangirl coming into the competitive arena where people are like, oh, I don't even know what the words are after the third one.
Yeah.
Like,
right.
yeah. You're like,
Yeah, and I'm
like
certainly
they're in
not thinking
syllable
about what
land
they
where
mean or
she's
whatever.
in like the emotions, the feeling
Right.
of it.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
We've got ourselves a tough match, but Chihaya is starting to take back some cards.
Right.
Love it.
Love it. And one of the things that I think is also something that we're getting to see here is the backstory and the history for the team that they're up against. Cool. But because we didn't really get to know them beforehand, now we're needing
Yes.
to get it in the actual match. All right, cool. And so as a result of that, we don't actually get too far into the match itself. That's fine, I think. The characterization for people at this really high level of play that are probably going to be recurring characters, I feel like it makes sense to do that, even
Yeah.
if you aren't able to touch on all of the different people on the team.
Yes.
And also just general team rivalries and things like that. feel like that makes sense. And given that Chihaya is so focused on trying to get better, she's going to be observing all the little details and how they play. Right. So, yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, and I love the perspective that the other team has of basically being like, hey, we understand that it would be awesome if we took this all the way in the team matches and stuff, but our reason for playing is to give her as much practice against high-level players as possible.
Right.
And by basically forcing her into a position where it will be easy for other aces to bump into her.
Right.
And therefore she will play against better Karuta players, evolve more as a player, and in some ways revealing that it has nothing to do with their condescension towards the other team, but in some ways thanking them for being able to present them with a tough player in their third position that they can have actually go up against Megumu.
Right, because it's the thing that other characters have alluded to in maybe a more dramatic way of the if you actually care about Karuta, then you don't really you don't focus on the team, the team aspect of the sport, right? But the difference between playing to win versus playing to improve yourself so that you will be the best player possible.
Right.
It's especially at this kind of high level play, that's going to be very distinct, right? Like
very distinct.
Because if they play just for, say, winning this tournament, right, that could shortchange them in the long run because then their ace has less practice, you know? Or they have practice, but it's against someone who's not really a challenge for them, so, whatever. They're not really getting better from the experience.
And when you're at a competitive level of a sport, like a competitive level, when you're up against people that could eat you alive with how good they are.
Oh, yeah.
When we've been in tournaments and stuff, when there's a team that shows up that basically is so good that everyone just kind of goes, all right, let's get this over with.
Yep.
It's because in like gaming terms, it feels like they're smurfing. It's like, why are you even here? You are so far above what we're doing here that we're just happy to score once or twice on you.
Right. Yes. It's so the equivalent of that in fencing is that, if you're going up against someone that's about where you're at, okay, yeah, there can be that competition and all that stuff, right? But if you're going up against someone that's clearly better than you, even though you might be like trying to get the touch on them or they might be trying to get the touch on you, they aren't actually trying to do that.
No.
They're literally just effectively giving you a lesson as they're observing and being like, what are they going to choose to do?
Right.
This is all just practice and how well I can guide a person through something. Right? Because if you can tell what your opponent's going to do, that makes it way easier to beat them, right?
Oh, yeah.
So then it's just, I could just hit you, but I don't really get anything out of that.
Yeah.
So I'll just give you a bunch of opportunities and see what you take and how well you can capitalize on them, and
it gives me more time to practice, basically.
Yeah.
I love that perspective here because then it makes all 5 of these girls being ones where they're unified. They're unified in vision here.
Yep.
That's part of the strength of these matches is that it's about the mental game. It's about the ability to, one, play your own individual match well, but allow yourself to only get swept up in the teamwork aspect of this rather than the, oh no, I'm worried about someone else's match.
Right.
And it's going poorly.
Exactly. And that probably makes their mental game all sorts of strong because it's not an ego hit, right?
No.
If they're losing a match.
Right.
If anything, it's just I want to play well because I don't want to keep my friend from being able to play as many matches against strong opponents as possible. So, yeah. But also, it's not about how good I am as a Karuta player anyways, right? I'm just doing this because I like hanging out with my friend. And you know what? When you have someone who's cracked at something, it can make it way more fun to then take it seriously because they're taking it seriously because they, might be become the best in Japan / best in the world, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And that's crazy to think about that you're playing with somebody like that.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, having also just known that the last year that they played was basically their first real year of putting in like effort and stuff.
Yep.
The other times it was basically just a more relaxed.
Yeah, we're in a club. Okay, yeah, cool. We go to the tournament and we'll see how we do and all that stuff.
And they had talent,
sure,
but they needed to actually get coached properly. They needed to get drilled into this, and as they started to see results, it swelled their their enthusiasm.
Right.
And that's normal. That
They're
makes
high
total
schoolers.
sense. Yeah.
Dedication is a rare thing, and if you find it, especially if you are lucky enough to run into a situation where it comes easily to you, then latch on to that. Drink deep, right? Because that is a precious thing.
And I hope that this is entirely just a wholesome team that's really excited to just have their main ace player basically to get taken, all the way to the top here.
Right.
I have some thoughts and ideas about some things with regards to her new speed, basically. But for now, I'm gonna hold my theories back just in case, and just kind of watch with a keen eye.
Yep.
Like the girl with Fujisaki that's behind the coaches,
Right.
and is kind of looking not at either of the matches, weirdly enough. So I am curious to see what that's about.
Well, right, and I think it's possible that she is just watching the other match, right?
Or like the 1v1 specifically of
Yeah,
Megumi
yeah.
and
Right, exactly.
and
And it's
Chihaya.
hey, we're going to be playing up against, Akashi Girls School probably after this, so, check what the situation is over there, right?
Right. So
Or at least we're going to be playing against one of those teams. Watch the match between their two strongest,
Yeah, so give your equivalent of scout player a little bit of screen time here,
Right.
to have us be aware that that's what they're doing.
And also showing that difference in temperament between the coaches, right? Where the coach
Sure.
for Akashi Girls School is just like, yes, he's the himbo, he's just the hey, I'm really
My
glad that
acorn
they're-
is missing.
Yeah, exactly.
Did
right.
you eat the acorn?
Yep, I am here, and I am so glad that my girls
And
are
they're
dedicated
working
and
so
they're
hard.
working so hard, and
Yeah.
they've come so far and all that stuff. Meanwhile, while you have on the other side the
stone wall of Briggs. over
right,
here,
like I'm
yeah.
imagining they're the equivalent of like Shiratorizawa or something, where it's just like, all right, so we have numbers and we have players, and and the reason why they're all third years is because we have such a large team that. Yeah, we only have third years play because they're generally the ones that are the best because they have the most experience, and then we trade them out next year for the next set of third years,
Yep.
and we do just fine,
Just fine.
But
It's like, what's in the water over there? Are they all just really interested in Karuta?
yeah, it is one of those things where it's like I want their like when they get into the team dynamics like this, it makes me want there to be more like outside of match banter between
Yes.
the players and the captain or the
Right,
and
because the
coaches and things
individual
like that.
matches aren't as really engaging because the stakes are not about whether or not, whether or not Taichi wins his match or what have you.
Right,
It's about
exactly.
basically what they all learn about the sport by playing against each other.
Right. But, if we wanted to randomly have one of them start, I don't know, squawking or, giving some weird face to one of the other players as a means of throwing
Sure.
down the gauntlet,
Yeah.
we could.
We could.
I don't know.
But all right, y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You got on early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general. Also, be sure to check out our Twitch channel. See if anything that interests you. We'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all
next time.